Hi everybody, I'm Solomon, the Arkansas Diamond Miner. You can see I'm back at the mine again today. I was down here last week, done a little bit of work, seen a little bit of stuff, and then they plowed it. So now I got to look around again and figure out if there's anything I can find to work. I've passed some stuff over here that looks like the plow turned up a while ago. It looks pretty good. I may get into some of that. There's about a half day's worth of material if I work pretty steady at it. You can see behind me, this is the upper west drain right back here. I'm going to walk that over real good, take a look at it, maybe go down further down and look. It's kind of a pretty day out here. It's overcast, so the sun is not just beating down on us, and I'd rather have that. I'd rather have an overcast day. Obviously, it's a little bit better for filming, and it's not quite so hot when you get out there working. So I'm going to take you guys with me as I walk around and see if I can find some good material, throw in a bucket. I'm gonna probably wash over here at the wash station, the north side wash station. You can see that is going to be right there. And if you're not very familiar with the search field, that way back in the distance, that building back there, that is the Diamond Discovery Center. The more of these videos you watch, hopefully you'll kind of get to know your way around before you come out here. But like I said, I'm going to get started. I'm going to look around down here in the west side real quick. I know a buddy of mine's been kind of pulling some material out of there, so there's probably not much left. More than likely, they're trying to clean that up before the plow gets it. It looks like it's they're about halfway done. They've plowed a lot of this north end of the field. Well, not north, but they've still got some more work on the south end of the field. So like I said, look around a little bit. I'll take you guys with me, show you what I find, and then throw it in some buckets and get to work. All right, so you can see somebody's got some buckets set up behind me back there. There's a couple of regulars that are back there. They're going to start working some of the what little bit of gravel's built up back there. I'm going to leave that to them. I'm going to go up here and start looking at some of this other stuff I passed by a while ago. It looks pretty good. There's already a few people over there on the east side, so I'm going to probably just kind of avoid that area, let them all have it. I think what I found so far is probably enough to keep me busy today, and this is just a one-day trip, so I'm gonna go up there and start getting some buckets filled up. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys, there's a little bit of a low spot. Now this is all just very freshly plowed within the last couple days. A little bit of a low spot over there. You can see where my shovel is standing up right there. There's a little bit of gravel. It's mixed in real good with the furrow. It's probably where some of it had settled out, you know, the last rains they had or something. Got a little bit in there, and then there's a little bit over here along this edge. I'm not going to get up on the bank or anything, but right there along that edge, there was, looks like a little bit of gravel that was left and got mixed in when they plowed. It's enough to keep me busy for a couple hours. Then I've got some stuff way over on the other side that I'm going to go after that I ran a little bit of it a couple years ago, and wasn't too bad. Didn't find anything in it, but it looked like it should have had something in it, so I'll try it. I'll show you my centers when I throw it, and then probably come back with a video for anything, you know, when I go through my gravel at home. If I'm going to have one, more than likely that's where I find it. Every now and then you'll find it out here on the flip when you're Saruka and your material and getting the heavies out of it. Sometimes you find them then, but for now, I'm just going to run this material, show you the centers I'm getting. If I find something in it, I'll probably do another video showing you guys how I go through my gravel at home. Anyhow, I'm going to get started. I'm getting some buckets ready back there, and see you guys in the wash station. Alright guys, so as you can tell, this is something that's completely different than what I normally do in my videos. When this has been plowed up, all that gravel that's normally built up between the furrows from the erosion, that's all been mixed in now. So now it's completely a numbers game if you're just going to come out here and shovel material. So these furrows look pretty good. There's a lot of gravel that's mixed into them. This is kind of a low spot. Of quite a bit of hillside back here behind me. There's a pretty good slope, so a lot of stuff's going to settle in here. It's not completely flat, so there's not going to be a lot of silt building in, but like I said, this is going to be a numbers game today. The more buckets I can go through today, the better off I'll be when I'm just scooping material like this. It's all got gravel in it. It's just how much of it you have to go through to get a Saruka full of gravel. So you see my buckets are full to the top. I've got 1 bucket for centers and 4 buckets to carry material with. So yeah, I've just scooped up some of this right here in this furrow. Looks like it's got a little bit more gravel than other places. Try and run this and I'll show you guys what my centers look like. All right, guys, I've already run a couple buckets. Centers look pretty good. I'm gonna run 1 more bucket. This is my 3rd bucket so far. I'll run this one, flip a center, and show you what we've got in this. Now, this has got a lot of silt in it, so it takes a little bit longer to wash it, but it does fall through the screen pretty quick. Lots of big gravel in it, so that's a good sign. You can see there's a lot of gravel in 1 5-gallon bucket. So what I'm doing today, I'm gonna put it through 2 Sarukas at once. These Muddy Miner Sarukas are built to stack one on top of the other so you can classify by size. So I'm gonna put it through 2 and I should get about most of a full Saruka on the top for the 1/8 and greater. And then below that, I've got a 16 mesh. So that 16 mesh will catch everything that goes through that 1/8. So that'll give me 2 Saruka fulls of material to throw for every single 5-gallon bucket. All right, so here's my 8 mesh. See, you got a little bit of a concentration of heavies right there in the center. So I'm gonna scoop those. I don't see anything worth keeping in that. You can see that's everything that went through that 8 mesh. It's already centered up. All I gotta do is scoop it out. All right, guys, I'm at 28 buckets. I'm gonna get something a little bit different over here. This is right up here in the upper west drain. So like I said, I've got 28 buckets in. It's about 2 o'clock, I think. I've got about 3/4 a bucket full of centers over there in the wash station. I'm gonna grab this material right here real quick. Just something kind of caught my eye as I walked by. So we'll see what kind of centers I get out of this. It looks a little bit different than what I've been running. Some of this, sometimes this stuff is kind of clayey. It may take a little while to get through my screens. If it takes a long time to wash and I don't get good centers out of it, I'm not going to get any more. I'm going to go for something else. So it's a little bit windy out here, getting a little bit tougher to record, and the wind is picking up a little bit more, you know, as we go through the day. So I'll try and hurry and bucket some of this up and give it a quick test. Alright guys, I made it through 32 buckets over here. Ran most of my material up here just by the wash station, so it went pretty good. That material went through the screens real fast. My last few buckets were pretty much clay over there, so didn't get through those very fast. 32 buckets in all, and if you'll look, I have got silt all the way up to the top of the grate right there. So I put some material through this thing. So you can see the Saruca pile I made over here. Pulled all the centers out of that. Oh, I've got about 3/4 full right there. That's all my centers from my Saruca pile. So that's 32 5-gallon buckets worth of material right there into one bucket. I think I'm gonna take it home and go through it. Appreciate you guys watching. If you want to look in the description I've got in this video, you'll see that I've got a lot of links listed for anything you might need to come out here and diamond mine. Thanks for watching.